The Most Depraved and Disturbing Lost Media Part 1. The Grifter is a lost media video that was first mentioned on 4chan's paranormal board. It was posted somewhere around 2007 or 2008 via an external link. According to the original poster, the video was disturbing to the point where viewers underwent severe night terrors and even committed suicide. The video is said to be very grainy and contains imagery such as a bathtub full of writhing maggots, haunting old paintings melting, random forests, flashing colors, and texts in a different language, all while a murmuring voice played in the background. Afterward, the graininess lifted, revealing a small puppy being held up by its neck. It was writhing in pain, but the screams were those of a human child. The scene then cut to a nursery filled with cradles. Children, presumed dead, were in the cots. The camera panned over to one of the cots, showing a newborn baby starting to cry, bleeding from the eyes and mouth. This was followed by a shot of a basement with a blood-stained, malformed hand disappearing into it. More text was shown. One person stated it said, "Your race is the one that's dying," along with an image of a plant quickly rotting, close-ups of corpses, and what can only be described as real cases of exorcism and demon possession. While this was playing, the once calm voice suddenly broke out into intense pain and suffering. Lastly, a message in Esperanto was shown at the end of the video. The following is a portrait of the deeds of the man-demon known as the Grifter, who committed acts of terror by the seas of the Balkans 30 years ago. He killed countless children and animals until he inexplicably disappeared in August 2001 of the Common Era. Here we present 2 minutes of film deemed acceptable by international authorities for public knowledge. The rest was deemed too disturbing for general audiences. The complete footage runs at almost 100 hours long, consisting of many acts of cruelty to all kinds of living things. For the most part, those sections have been sealed in an evidence vault and kept away from public view. The sections you are about to see were provided by the police of several Balkan nations and approved for worldwide distribution. The distributors of this film would offer their deep thanks to those organizations. Over the years, it's been speculated that the following is the alleged clip. The video goes as shown. The alleged video was met with skepticism. Some believe that the alleged video is not the authentic one, and that the real video, which is infinitely worse, is lost media. It has also been argued that the clip is a fake recreation because it includes snippets from a movie called Little Otik. To me, this story just sounds like another urban legend hoax, such as YouTube user 666. It goes without saying that you can't believe everything you hear on the internet. In 2016, a man named Colin Scott had just graduated and traveled from Portland, Oregon, to meet his sister Sable at Yellowstone National Park, where they intended to go on a day trip. However, the trip ended abruptly, as did Colin's life. They parked not far from the Norris Geyser Basin. With no one else with them, they both strayed away from the prescribed boardwalk route that covered thermal areas. That was the pair's first mistake. Walking off the boardwalk path is prohibited in the park, and for good reason. The hot springs in Yellowstone are incredibly dangerous, with hot springs being noted as the leading cause of death or injury within Yellowstone. However, they did not just ignore the warnings, they also planned to go hot potting, the act of swimming in hot springs, sort of like using a hot tub. Colin kneeled down to check the temperature of the spring. In a sudden turn of events, Colin slipped and fell right into the pool. Water temperatures under normal circumstances at Norris Geyser are around 93 Celsius, or 199 Fahrenheit, and Colin was completely submerged in such temperature. As a result, he died from scalding. His sister was unable to rescue him, and she herself even sustained injuries in the process. Sable was not able to call for immediate assistance, as there was no phone service in the area. After some time, officials reached the spring where they located Colin's remains, but they were unable to recover them because the spring was now 100 Celsius, or 212 Fahrenheit. The following morning, officials returned to the spring, but the acidic pool had already dissolved Colin's body. All that was left were a few personal items, such as his wallet and flip-flops, and a video filmed by Colin's sister, Sable. She had filmed the whole expedition on her smartphone, from beginning to end, including Colin's final moments and her attempts at trying to save him. Because of the video's graphic and disturbing imagery, the video has not been released to the public and is lost media. Anthony Powell, also known as Tony48219, was a controversial YouTuber active between the years 2007 and 2008. On the surface, he was a small yet well-known figure in the site's then-growing religious debate space, known for his upfront and sometimes angry rant videos about topics spanning from evolution to atheism. However, what nobody knew was that he was a killer in the making. His YouTube career took a leap when he started to express his support for Sean Caron, also known as VenomFangX, who was the most subscribed Christian creator on the platform at the time and was also on the controversial end. During the 2 years that he was active on the platform, he would migrate from account to account as a result of the multiple suspensions he received due to the controversial nature of his content. Near the end of his YouTube career, his videos would become more and more detached. Commenters took note of this and expressed their concern for his mental status after he opened up about his suicidal thoughts and how he mentioned that he owned a shotgun, stating that it isn't going to be pretty. He set his plans into motion on April 13th, 2009, when he went to Mackenzie Fine Arts Center in Michigan, where he was a student and entered a classroom. It was in that very classroom that he took the life of 20-year-old Asia McGowan, a fellow YouTuber and student, before turning the gun on himself. After this tragedy, the religious debate and skeptic community, including Caron, congregated to express their condolences to McGowan and Powell's families.
This video is concerning Tony48219. He was a user who has recently committed suicide after murdering a young woman. This is a tragedy and nothing but a tragedy. This is horrific, and if the families of either parties is watching this in whatever event, I want to express my sympathy for what has happened.
Once the dust settled, YouTube removed all of Tony's remaining channels from the platform entirely, making his videos lost media. Today, very few of his videos are accessible in full video, clips, or audio.